Hi, this is the Match Now with Sean channel. Hey!
Hello.
And it's actually something that me and Joe actually agreed on. But
Wow.
rumors.
That's not often.
Hello.
This is Match Now with Sean. As you see, I've got two people beside me for a change.
Hey, Sean. Yeah, we should. Get him in here. Get him in. Come on. There you go, my man.
Yeah, it's a little bit of eye candy for you. Hello, this is Match Now with Sean, with your host Sean Healy. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about a few bits that have happened over the last couple of days. First things I'm gonna talk about is Gruev. It first came out that he was injured. But then it came out today that Simi had an argument with his manager after the match yesterday. After the match, I think it was Saturday they played. I had an argument with the players and said something about the manager as well. And it hasn't gone down too out. Didn't go down too out. The manager, obviously, you can't undermine the manager in front of the players, media, like that. You can't really do that and expect to get away with it. So he's going to drop him from the squad completely. But then the Bulgarian FA got involved and said, no, we want them to have some sort of involvement in the squad because it makes it look quite bad and damning. We just completely just took it out of the team because I think it would cause a bit of friction and whatever. So they've got the FA then made sure, so the manager then put him on the subs bench, but then having to put him on then in the second half. So yeah, it's a bit of an unusual one. Yes, it shows a bit of leadership and whatever to call your team if they're standing then where it should be. Yeah, it needs to be called out. It needs to be said. If the manager's not saying it, take it upon yourself then. Take it upon yourself. Take ownership. Take a bit of leadership. Uh, whatever it needs to be to get to the end goal that they need to get to. But then having a pop the manager in the process in front of the players, that's where you draw the line. It happens all the time, but calling your manager in front of in front of the players is sort of demeaning the manager, and it just puts added pressure on the board or the players. Next thing I want to talk about is a certain Mr. Matteo Joseph, who I was a bit of a fan of. Quite liked, had a bit of a cocky nature, but most top players do anyway. Ty should have been given a bit more of a chance last year, but obviously didn't materialise for whatever reason. Pro just kind of got in, and that was it really. But they haven't really. I don't think the way he's kind of dealt with leaving the club to go on loan. Let's reiterate that, to go on loan wasn't the right way to do it. And now he's came out there a couple of weeks ago and criticised the way Fark dealt with it and criticised the club for the way they dealt with it, dealt with the that was made promises and this and that and all the other. Do it once, I can forgive, but he's come out today. Came out yesterday and has said that he didn't like. He prefers living in Spain to he prefers the weather in Spain to the weather in Leeds. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. No fucking shit. It's not fucking the Algarve. You know what I mean? It's Yorkshire, it's Leeds. You're not gonna get sunny weather. You're not gonna get sunny weather at all. You're not gonna get lovely heat at all in Yorkshire. Or anywhere in fucking England, for that matter, you know what I mean? I've lived in Ireland and it's always pissing rain. 90% of the time, it pisses rain. For 3 months, you get a good bit of weather for maybe 2 months of the year. So, you know what you're getting into. No shit. It doesn't wash at me. It's just uh, being stupid because he's gonna have to put a tail between his legs. If it doesn't work out for him, he's gonna have to put his tail between his legs, like Harrison's had to, um, like Wilbur did last year, and like Harrison's done this year. Put your tail between your legs, and you look fucking stupid. And that goes for anybody in the club. I'm not one of these people that likes to be manager making a definite, definitive comment because then it puts added pressure on you. Then, when it does go wrong, it puts added pressure on you. It puts added pressure on you, and then you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked then because you look really stupid, and it makes the club look stupid, makes you look stupid, makes everybody, the staff look stupid. I just don't get it. And as Will Smith would say, and it's now time for Joesph to put his head down, knuckle down, get himself together, develop, make yourself a better player instead of opening your big fucking mouth. Sometimes better to close this and listen with this. You know what I mean? It's You can't do that because it makes yourself look really, really stupid then when he has to come back. When he makes a bollocks of it over in Spain, what's he do next? He's in trouble. He's going to look very stupid. He's going to get booed. He's going to get ridiculed. Whatever. He's going to have to put, like what Harrison's done, he's going to have to put me behind the fucking back in the peacock. um, don't make yourself out to make yourself look stupid then. And as Will Smith would say, take my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And I'm gonna say, take the name of my club out of your fucking mouth for the next couple of months, for the next year, until you've earned the right to come back to this club and you get you've done well in Spain. Then you can say, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? I just think it's very stupid of him, very, very stupid of him, to do to put yourself in that position. It really, you done it once, I can forgive, but done it a second time is not negotiable. It's silly. It's stupid. You learn your lesson after you do it the first time. You learn your lesson. You can all make mistakes. You can all open them out too quickly. I've sure I've done it buckets of times. but try not to make yourself look too silly when you say it. Especially when you haven't earned the right to, considering the last couple of months he hasn't covered himself in glory. That's my rant over. So next thing I'm gonna talk about is um, getting sacked from Forest, which I think is it was coming because especially the last week or so when Nuno opened his big mouth and criticised the club. No, criticised his relationship with his manager, about his chairman slash owner of the club. Um, you know what he's like. You know what the chairman is like. I knew when he said it, he was going to be in trouble. He's going to be in big trouble then. Um, but on the other hand, could it benefit Leeds in the long term? Could it suit Leeds? Are the dominoes starting to fall for Leeds? We never know. Um, he's got, I think, the next three games for Leeds. I think is the biggest gauge we'll have us this so far this season. The biggest gauge you'll have this season of where we're at. The three clubs we have to play next, we have to play Fulham, Bournemouth, and Wolves. They're three games. Yes, they're going to be hard. Yes, they're going to be tricky. They're going to be very tough, very tough. But we need to start picking up wins. Need to start picking up wins, not draws, because it's going to get into. Because I think then when things do go pear shaped, which they will at some point, you have a dip. Each team will have a dip for a couple of weeks. It's the way because the Premier League is so good and so tight that it will. It will happen. You'll have a dip in form, and it's getting the results on the board as early as we can. So we do have the dip in form. We have that buffer. We'll have that buffer of a couple of points, a couple of extra points. Yes, it's all right. Yeah, there's the 1 point per game will keep you up and blah 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 blah. In theory, yes, but when it's put in place, in reality, we gotta have a dip in form, so it kind of counterbalances itself. Then you need to pick up your points. It's okay. You can't afford another 3-0 draws. You need to start scoring goals. But yes, we're defending well. We're defending really well. And the stats are saying that we're creating chances. Now we need to start sticking the ball away, which I believe will happen against Fulham. But I'll talk a bit more about that on Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday, I'll talk more about that with a preview of the Fulham match. But that'll be Thursday or Friday, I'd say, and I'll give you more details on my feelings on it. And lastly, what I want to mention is Matty, um, Sean from Will Go Whites, Callum from Passion for Leeds, and that all did that walk on would have been Saturday. Walked for 18 hours from that scum place, Old Trafford, to the home of football, Elland Road. God's country, God's county in in Yorkshire slash Elland Road. They walked 18 hours for the Andy Man's Club. It's the mental health charity and the Leeds Autism um, charity, uh, which is very close to Matty's heart. Um, and kind of very close to mine as well, in a way. But well, I want to say well done to the boys. Well done. Congratulations on completing the walk. Um, and I've linked the charity, the donation that you can still donate um, in the description box down below. And I wanted you to, if you've got anything, donate, please. Donate, please. They've done hard work there, doing that walk. We'll all struggle with our mental health at some point in our lives, especially men that don't talk about it. This is the Andy Man's Club is a place where they can talk about it. So I've linked the GoFundMe pages down below in the description box. So go do that and like and subscribe to my channel. My channel is Sean, and I'll leave you there. Leech.